In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can download a local version of the Google Gemini model on your Mac. Before we get started, it's important to note that to do this, you will need to have an Apple Silicon Mac. To check this, you can select the Apple logo in the top left hand corner, and in the drop down menu select About this Mac. In the pop-up where it says chip, if it says Apple, it means you have an Apple Silicon Mac. If it says Intel, then you have an Intel based Mac and you cannot do this. The first thing we need to do is to download the software that allows us to talk to the AI model, just like we can with the Gemini model on their website or their application. To do this, we first want to open the web browser, and you want to go to lmstudio.ai, and I'll leave this linked in the description below. From here we want to select download for Mac, and then you want to go ahead and download the application, so I'm going to save it to my desktop. Now we've downloaded LM Studio, we just need to install it, so to do that we're going to open the DMG file, and then you simply want to drag and drop LM Studio into the applications folder, and this will take a few seconds to install. Once LM Studio has been installed, we can exit out of it, and then you just want to go ahead and delete the DMG file from your Mac if you'd wish to do so. Now we've installed LM Studio, we just need to open it up and download our first local version of the Google Gemini model. So to do this, we're going to open LM Studio just like we would with any other app, and because it's our first time, we'll see this pop up, so we're going to select open. And then after a few seconds, LM Studio will open and it will look like this. So to download our AI model, we first want to select the model search button in the left hand side menu. And in the pop-up, we want to search for our model of choice. We want to download the local version of the Google Gemini models, and these models are called Gemma. So we're going to type in Gemma, and then you see your results in the right hand side menu. If we select show 3 more pics, you can see the different versions of the Gemma model. So for the example of this video, I'm going to select the Gemma 3 12B model, and in the right hand side pane you can see more information about it. Now there are two things to take note of when choosing a model. The first thing to take note of is how many parameters the model has been trained on, and the one we have selected is 12 billion parameters, and you can also see it listed here. The more parameters it's been trained on, generally speaking, the smarter the model will be for a specific use case. The second thing to take note of is how much memory the AI model is going to use when it is running on your Mac. You can check this just underneath the download options, and for the Gemma 3 12 billion parameter model, it's going to use 8.07 GB. So if you have a Mac that only has 8 GB of memory, then I recommend choosing a model with less parameters. A good example will be the Gemma 3 4 billion parameter model, which if we check the memory usage is only 3.03 GB, which should be enough. So all we need to do now is to select download, and that's going to download the AI model to your Mac, and depending on how long this takes is going to depend on your internet connection speed. So now we've downloaded our AI model, we just need to deploy it and start chatting to it. So to do this, we're going to X out of the model search box, and then you want to select a new chat. From here you want to select the drop down menu at the bottom, and you want to select the AI model you just downloaded, and then you see a pop-up asking you to select the context length. Now the context length is measured in tokens, and 1 token equals 1 character. The higher the context length, the more history the AI model can use to give you a better result. However, when you use a higher context length, it's also going to use more RAM and vice versa. So for the example of this video, I'm going to leave it on the default context length, and then I'm going to select remember settings and select load model, which will take a few seconds to load the model into the RAM of your Mac. Once the model has loaded successfully, we can start chatting to it just as we normally would. So for the example of this video, I'm going to use this prompt, and we're going to check the performance. Once the response has completed, we can check the performance of it by hovering over the stopwatch icon, and here we can get some performance metrics such as tokens per second and how long it took for the response to initially start. Your performance may vary depending on which model you have selected and the specifications of your Mac. Just like the larger online Google Gemini models, the Gemma model also has vision capabilities. So you can type in your response, and if you select the plus button, you can also attach an image or a file here. If you want to check how much system resources the AI is using, you first want to open an application called Activity Monitor, and when you open it, you want to click on the Memory tab, and you want to sort by highest first, and you see this node. The node option is the AI model, and as you can see, the Google Gemma model we are running is using 8.38 GB of memory. Once you are finished chatting to the model, you can either keep it running in the background, however this is going to use system resources. So to free them up, you simply want to select the eject button in the bottom left, and that's going to eject it from your system resources. And if you want to chat to it again later, you just want to redeploy the AI model. And that's it. So if this video is helpful, please leave a like, and if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below.